Good afternoon. Responsible service. A chapter today we study. Unit 9. In this chapter, main concept is concept of disposable. Constitutions of disposable system. Mechanism of disposable system. Identity disposable system. Depository service in India. National Securities Depository Limited. National Security Deposit Limited, Central Security Deposit Limited, Kapadhanapur. In this chapter, the Indian capital market has undergone a change over the last 2 decades. Among all change, use of technology has changed in the face of Indian stock market. In the post-liberalization era, competition amongst the stock exchange have increased the number of players change in trading system have led to tremendous increase in the pendulum trading activity. The trading in the traditional physical system was full of intuitions due to its inability in handling of large volumes of certificates, delay in transfer, delay in settlement, loss in transit, Forgery certificates, so stolen certificates, mutilations of certificates, postal losses, court case, deviations, etc. Were some of the common problems faced by market participants in traditional physical trading and settlement system. In 1994, the National Stock Exchange started with operations and conducts online trading of equities to overcome the decrease of the physical trading and holding of security. A new system of trading, this depository system was in use, which facilities investor to hold security in the electronic form and to the trade in this security. In this chapter, main objective is describe the concept of dispository, understand the role of dispository participant in the capital market. Let's be aware about advantage of dispository system. Let's explain the mechanism of dispository participants. Learn about the Indian dispository system. Next, present is EBI mission related to the dispository system. Concept of dispository system is an organization which holds security shares, debentures, bonds, in electronics, also known as book entry, from in the same manner as a bank holds money. Further, dispository also transfers the securities without actually handling securities in the same way as a bank transfer funds without actually handling cash. Banks holding security or dispository also provides service related to transactions in securities. Next definition is according to the Bank of International Settlements, a dispository is a facility for holding security which enables securities transactions to a post by from book entry physical securities may be analyzed by the dispository or securities may be demolished so that exit only as electronic security. To the nation security disposal limited define dispository as an organization where the securities of shareholders are held in the electronic form at the request of shareholder through the medium of dispository participants. Controls of the dispository system. Dispository is a relatively a new institutions in India capital market that offer a wide range of service to the companies, investors, and other market intermediaries. Depository plays an important role by linking the issuer, investor, stockbroker, and stock exchange depository system. Comprise the depository participants issue issuer investor registration and transfer agents, and the clearing corporations. First is dispository. Uh, dispository parties. Next is the dispository participant. Dispository participants say those conditions to the dispository assets perish in the terms of the Dispository Act 1996. SEBI Depositors and Participants Regulations 1996. Only the following entities are eligible to become a depository participant: public financial institutions, bank including foreign banks, state financial corporations, and institutions engaged in providing financial service promoted by above mentioned joint and severally custom of securities, clearing corporations of clearing house of stock exchange, stockbroker, non-banking financial companies, and registration and transfer agencies. Functions of dispository participants acts as an agent of dispository directly deal with customer. Functions like securities bank, account opening, facilities determination, instant transfer or pay out credits to investor in IPO rights, bonds, set trades in electronic settlement. Issuer companies, these are the companies or the institutions that issue shares, units, debitors, bonds. It's a meant issues for recording the name of the estate owner of the securities and the depositors. The issuer sends a list of shareholders who opt for disclosure system. Investors makes the registration and transport agents, the clearing corporations of clearing house mechanism of the disposable system. First is the immobilization, second determination, third investors send a certificate for determines to DP. Then the advantage of the determinations. The first advantage is there is a no risk due to loss on account of fire, death, or damage. There is a no change chance of birth delivery at the time of selling shares, as there is a no signature mismatch. Transaction costs are usually low than that is the physical signatures. The bonds right shares allotted to the investor will be immediately credited into his accounts. Share transactions like sale or purchase and transfer, transmissions, etc. can be effected in a much simpler and a faster way. Advantage of a dispository system. The dispository system offers following for direct and indirect benefits. These are discussed as follows. Quick transfers of bonds and securities. Second, in amounts of fixed. No stamp duty, maximum change of fraud, threat and trading of securities. Provides insurance cover. Statement of accounts. Direct disbursement of non-cash benefits. Fastest payment cycle, lower brokerage costs. Commission for probability monitoring and disposal service in India. As this is in the introduction section, the growth in the Indian capital market, both in number of transactions and the value of trade and recent settlement of the securities post the limitations of handling securities in the paper mode. Key features of the depository system in India: multi-disclosure system, depository service zone, depository participants, delimitations, accountability, registration owner, beneficial owner, National Depository System Service Limited, NSDL, the first and largest depository in India, established in August 1996 and promoted the distributions of national state responsible for economic development of the country. Has established a national infrastructures of international standards that handle most of the securities and settled in determined form in the Indian capital market. The enactment of the Depository Act in August 1996 paved the way for establishment of NSDL, the first depository in India. This is what is promoted uh, by institutions of national structure responsible for economic development of the country, has since established a national infrastructure of international standard that handles most of the trading and the settlement in determined from in Indian capital market. Using innovations and flexible technology system, MDL works to support the investor and broker in the capital market of the country. Next, Central Depository Service Limited. Central Depository Service Limited was promoted to BSE Limited jointly with DD banks such as State Bank of India, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, HDFC Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, and Union Bank of India. In July 1999, it was set up with the objective of providing continuously payable and secure deposit service at affordable cost to all market participants. Some of the important milestones of CTCL system are: first is the CDS received the certificate of commencement of business from SEBI in February. Honorable Union Finance Minister Sri Yashwantrao Sinha flag off the operation of CDSL of July 1599. Settlement of funds limited in the DMart mode, though BOI Shareholding Limited, the clearing house of BSC Limited, started in July 1999. Automatic stock exchange like the National Stock Exchange, Kolkata Stock Exchange, Delhi Stock Exchange. The Stock Exchange Ahmedabad Extra have established chemistry with the AS. Next, in the uniform, many items in the depart account, determinate realizations, next we should show on a settlement clear because the participant and time emissions and document security company. Next topic is factoring service. Factoring in this unit, access to funds has been identified as key factor for the company in a successful execution of its plans and achievements of the objective of the parties show that companies face problems with regard to raising finance to regular grant giving and the finance to gap between the timing of cash outflows and inflows. Due to the problems faced in operating cycle financing, many companies has been forced to find alternative forms of short-term financing for their operations. More and more business owners are turning to alternative finance and rise financing in particular. Factoring in a financial techniques where a specialized firm purchase from the client's accounts receivable that differ from the sales of goods or the provisions of service to customer. In this case, the customer or the client firm becomes the debitors of the factor has to fulfill its obligations towards the factors directly. Factoring the has now become a popular and cost-effective tools for companies to manage their short-term financing. The main objective of this unit is to explore the concept of factoring, its advantages, structures, and various types of factoring service. Objectively understand the concept of factoring. Next, be aware about advantages of factoring service. Third, learn about the classifications of factoring service. And fourth, understanding the methodology of factoring and forwarding. Concept of the factoring. Factoring is a financial techniques where a specialist can purchase from the client's account receivables that result from the sales of goods and service to customers. In this way, the customer of the client comes from the debtor of the factor and has to fulfill its obligations towards The factors directly the factor agreements usually present that the whole script is as well as the corrections of the forms are taken by the factors factoring offers in your case, particularly small and medium ones means of financing their needs for working capital, but also and estimations of collections of receivables and default sending. Characteristics of factoring. Factoring provides factor provides finance for those suppliers, including loans and advance payment. Usually, they pay for a forecasting is 90 to 150 days. Some factoring companies allows even more than 150 days. Factoring is considered to be a less costly for finance compared to the other source of short-term borrowings. Factoring receivable is an ideal financing solution for a new emerging firms without strong financing. This is because credit worthy is evaluated based on the financial strength of the customer. Hence, these companies can leverage of the financial strength of their customers. Credit rating is not necessary for factoring, but the factoring company will carry out credit risk analysis before entering into the agreement. Factoring is a method of the balance sheet. Mechanism factoring. The first is the client and customer and factor, two factor, one, two, three. The step is factoring service. First is the customer place an order with the client. Second, client sends goods and invoice to customer. Client assign invoice to factor. Factor make prepayment up to 80% to client. Factor send statement to customer. Customer make payment to factor. Factor makes balance 20 to realization to client. Advantage and disadvantage of factoring. First advantage is the substitute for market credit. Second, time saving. Third, no control required. Third, reducing in operating cycle time. Third, liquidity adversely service. Disadvantage of factoring, high cost, adverse relationship with customer, rotational change in business practice, types of factoring, resource and non-resource factoring, domestic and export factoring. Domestic and export factoring in domestic factoring, three parties are involved. The seller, the buyer, and the factors. While in export factoring, there are four in domestic factoring, the factor mediates between the sellers and the buyers. All three parties are located in the same country. Export factory is similar to domestic factory. Export there are four parties involved. There are two factors involved in the transactions, and it's referred to as the two-factor system of factoring. Conversions of full factoring. Factoring in India. Factoring is a global industry and has grown spread across the country. Its offer various advantages like constant cash flow, lower administration costs, reduced credit risks, and more uh, time for activities both. In offers various advantages like this uh, has so lower administration costs, reduce rate, and more time for core activities. Both the domestic and international factoring is waiting popularity at impulse. Both the domestic and international factors in stating popularity at an impressive rate with of the world. According to certification by Factor Chain International indicated that the total worldwide value for factoring had a more modest increase in 2012 with nearly 6% growth in euro or nearly 8% in US dollars compared to 2010. The world factoring total stands now uh, factoring service in India is of recent origins. The factoring service made at entry into India in 1991 with the deliberate attempt support by the industrial organization, academicians as a step forwards to upgrade economy. The two used factoring service for the first time working group was money market popularly known as Bubble Committee or extension in 1987 finds strongly in partnership for introducing factoring service, particularly for small scale units. Uh, Later in 1988, the study group examining function of factoring service in the India popular known as Kalyan Sundaram Committee or set up the factoring service mode and entry in India in the near year 1981. For factoring is the term generally used to denote the executed cash mutual converts their base sales into a cash transaction. Is sold. Hurrying responsibilities are managing and delivery of the goods, the creating of the payment obligations of the importer. Fulfilling is a flexible discount technique that can be tailored to the needs of a wide range of competitors and domestic and international conditions. Its key characteristics. 100% financing without issues with the seller to of the debits. The payments obligations is often but not always supported by a bank gratuity. The debit is usually based legally improbable and transferable payment obligations such as a bill of exchange, promissory note, letter of credit or not purchase agreement. Finance can be arranged on a fixed or floating interest rate basis. Factoring versus forfeiting. Suitable for an ongoing or open account, says non-bank LSC or accepted bills to exchange rated towards single transaction backed by LC or bank gratuity, usually provide short-term use. Um, Short-term credit rate of in 118 days. Financing usually for medium to long-term credit is from 180 days and to 7 days, though short-term credit of 30 to 180 days is also available for large transactions. Requires a continuous arrangement between factor and client whereby all sales are around the factor. Sellers may not route or commit other business to the fulfilled deals are conclude transactions by. In this chapter, no terms is account reliable, account retail financing, asset based leading trade, customer, due diligence, factoring companies, factoring factor agreement, factor engagement form, factor advance, factor chargeback, factor clients, factor reserve, factor receivables, factor services, factor verification, etc. Next chapter is venture capital financing. For many business, particularly in the earlier stage before profits become predictable, traditional source of capital such as bank and public utility are unavailable for such business. Venture capital may be the best hope to raise the money to success. Venture capital financing is an alternative source of financing business projects, particularly those that are high technology and high risk and high uh, return risk. During the last few years, the importance of venture capital fostering new firms has grown famously not only in India but also in the international context, both in development and economics. In this chapter, main objective is understand the concept of venture capital financing. We can describe the characteristics of venture capital financing. Be aware about the different stage of venture capital financing. For understanding the process of venture capital financing, learn about the various sources of venture capital. The concept of venture capital finance. The term venture capital has various meaning and definitions in a narrow sense. Venture capital finance refers to investment in new and newer type enterprises that are lacking a stable record of growth. In a broader sense, venture capital refers to the commencement of the capital as shareholding for the formulations and setting up of small firm specialization in new ideas or new technologies. In simple words, venture capital is money provided by individual investor or entities seeking a high return or their investment in providing own business. In order to get the high returns, venture investors will be willing to escape targeting a high degree to risk of loss of their a business enterprise. They will consider investment usually for have the following features: first is rapid, steady sales growth. Second, providing new technology or dominant positions in the emerging market. Third, a sound management team potential for being inspired by a larger company or taken public in the stock of fund. Features of venture capital. Some of the features of venture capital financing are as follow. First is a high degree of risk. Second, equity participations, participants in management. Third, investment in small and relatively new companies. Long-term investment. Uh, Stage of venture capital financing, seed or early stage, startup stage, second round financing, expansion stage, latter stage financing, and turnaround. Process of obtaining interest capital, participants of a business plan, description of the opportunity and market size profiles of the managements, the review of the comparative landscape and solution ability to finance projections of capitalism table and an executive summary of the business proposal along with the business plans. Identifications of the right venture capitalist, hence many meeting ventures capacity, due utilizations, assigning the terms of seed, is with the ventures capital. Ventures capital financing in India, venture capital proportion in India. FMG two act companies. Okay. In this chapter, main terms is acquisitions. Acquisition is the process of which one company takes over the controlling interest and on other companies. Acquisition includes obtain supply or services by contract or purchase order with operated or non-operate funds for the use of the certain agency to purchase of goods add-on service and the service are the services provided by or ensure security that are not monetary in nature, such as helping to assemble a management team terms and helping to prepare the companies for an IPO. Adventure capitalist venture capacity is an entrepreneur who helps other entrepreneurs financially and often plays an active role in the company's operations such as by offering a seat on the board of directors. Next, buyout drive by the due to reliance investment banks provide infinite seed capacity. Seed capacity is the money used to purchase qualitative interest in one or existing company. This seed capital is used in quite small because the venture is still in the rear or confusion stage. Summary. Venture capital finance is advantage alternative. Source of financing business project. So particularly those that are high technology, high risk and high return based. During the last few years, the importance of venture capital investing in firms has grown tremendously, not only in India but also in the international context for the development and in emerging economies. In recent years, venture capital investment across national borders having started to trend upwards. Venture capital is a specific type of finance provided by certain firms who invest in the young companies that are not quoted on the stock market. Venture capital investment generally involve a long-time form and elements of risk. A partnership with management and interest in the form of capital gains rather than dividends. In ordinary, financial capital financing refers to investment in a new and tired enterprise that are lacking stable reporting of growth. In a broader sense, venture capital refers to the commitment of capital shareholding for the formation and setting up all small contributions in new ideas or new technology. Venture capital in an investment in financial capital on terms debit of an unlisted company that is looking to start up, expand, or buy out a business. Most venture capacity relate investment in equity share capital of companies, and therefore the returns for the venture capital firms depends on the growth and quality of the business of the organizations that provides venture capital as called venture capitalist of venture capital fund. The organization that provides venture capital is called venture capacity or venture capital fund. According to SEBI Venture Capital Consideration 1996, a venture capital fund is fund established in the form of a trust or company, including both corporate and social under these regulations that has a equal pool of capital relies in a manner special regulations in this according in this regulation. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Prince. Next lecture credit cards. So, part of the